Hello, everyone. It's Monk here. Just enjoying the morning. It's 4:38 in the a.m. Yeah, I've already been up for a while. This is when I get work done. But yeah, I just wanted to let that be a little encouragement to you guys. This backlight bothering y'all. I think it might be a little weird. This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. This little more, I'm gonna let it on. Um, no. Um, but yeah, that's one thing. I guess I wanted to talk a little more about today. I've got a few questions about it, so yeah, I think it does better right there. Um, it's about it's how to get stuff done. This is how I get the majority of the things done that I need to in terms of what I'm passionate about. And this, not that I'm not passionate about my job. It's just there's other things I want to explore, and so um, part of being disciplined is making the time for that. And so this is one way I do it. I get up 2 hours earlier than I need um, to get done these other things. So it's writing, a lot of my creative outlets. It's also, my prayer time, my meditation time, my time to get myself centered because, I'm working full time. I have a family. So if I don't get up and get her done early in the morning, it's probably not going to happen later in the day. And I know a lot of you guys are super, super busy. Don't let busyness be an excuse. Find time to make time. And for me, I found the best way to do it. Just get up early in the morning, get up way earlier than I need to and get it done. And I've become really addicted actually to the feeling of getting up so early. And it's like by the time I get to work in the morning, I feel like, man, I've gotten more done today already than most people do. And I haven't even started my work day yet. So it's a good feeling. It's also awesome watching the sun come up every morning. You get really addicted to it. Well, one of the questions I wanted to address real quick is, people said, well, what's up with all this tough love? You're acting like a real, you're just acting real hard. Um, what's up with that? Where is the compassion? And I would say, well, really, you need to grow a pair. Like freaking grow a pair. But seriously, I mean, I am kind of serious when I say that. It's not to be offensive in the answer or to ignore the question, but really, the way I look at it and the way I see it is tough love is compassion. Um, I would say it's not compassionate for someone. I mean, to not speak up and speak out against things when people are damaging themselves, ruining themselves, lowering the quality of their lives by not being disciplined, or just, I mean, living in misery because they're getting offended at everything. At some point, you kind of have to detach from yourself and learn to see things from that place, detached from yourself, and really understand, like, hey, here's how I can make decisions. And of course, regardless of how bad it makes me feel. And from that place, you can start to overcome those things that are holding you back because you're going to see who you really are. You're not going to be seeing this mind, will, and emotions that have been dictated you from the programming of, the world. Like, just face it, we have all been programmed. We've absorbed a lot of programming through our lives, and a lot of this programming, um, it keeps us soft. Just being real. Like, you want to go out and get this stuff done, you gotta find a way to do it, and you're not gonna have time to be offended. You're not gonna have time to just give up. I mean, I understand. You're gonna have bad days. Everyone has a bad day days. But you have a bad day, so what? You have a bad day, you know what? Good. It's good that you have a bad day because now you have an opportunity to really get up and make yourself stronger. When you're having that bad day, when you don't feel like it, when it's whatever it is you're doing, I don't feel like waking up early this morning because I'm tired. And so I don't get up and work on what I've been working on. Well, you do that enough days in a row, then all of a sudden the deadline you set for yourself keeps getting pushed back and keeps getting pushed back. Or I don't feel like, eating right and staying on my diet. And first of all, well, I won't say first of all, but yeah, I mean, I don't really believe in dieting. I believe in creating a lifestyle for yourself. So if you know the type of foods you need to be eating, you never really have to go on a diet. You just eat those types of foods. They taste good. Um, they nourish your body and help you perform rather than just trying to cut everything out all at once. People try to do too much at once, they crash and burn. That's why they can never stick with a diet. It can't just be a diet, it has to be a lifestyle. Um, but seriously, tough love is an act of compassion because it's not compassionate for me to sit here and see you waste your time, waste your energy, kill yourself with food, kill yourself with an activity, um, and watch you do that and just not say anything. That's not compassion. That's either weakness on my part or it's fear or it's straight up ignorance, which a lot of people just don't know. And if you don't know, you don't know. But if you do know, I mean, you are worse than an infidel if people are going to come to you about the stuff and you're not going to tell them. Dude, you are lessening the quality of life and you're actually lessening the length of your life if you're not going to get up and do something active to get your body where it needs to be. You're going to lessen the quality of your life and and shorten your life if you don't get your diet on track. Like, you're going to be a miserable person most of the time if you don't get your head in check and you're getting offended by everything. People just aren't going to want to be around you. So, to answer that question in brief, and I could talk about this forever, feel free to hit me up if you want a further discussion. You can shoot me an email, mmonk23@gmail.com. Or you can leave comments in the video thread and I can get to them there. But seriously, in my book, tough love is compassion. It is. Because the problem is most of you need discipline. Most of us all need discipline in some area of our life. And really, you're getting disciplined whether you realize it or not. You're just getting disciplined in the wrong things. You're getting disciplined in things that are damaging and not life giving. So you need to get disciplined. It's the root word of disciple, by the way. You religious folk out there, if you want to talk about becoming a disciple, discipline. What do you think disciple means? But you need to get disciplined in the right things. Because if you're not getting disciplined in the right things, you're not getting disciplined in the things that give you life. You're going to get disciplined in the things that kill you, which unfortunately, a lot of us are being disciplined in things that are making our lives worse. I mean, that's on a physical level, and a mental level, and emotional level, across the board. So, and I see it every day in work. I work at a school for at-risk youth. I see it every day. These kids come in, they got problems, man. And most of the problem, the root, probably 99% of the kids we get, the root of the problem they're coming from and coming to us with is they've had no discipline in their life. So you tighten a little discipline on and the kids freak out for a while, but then all of a sudden they start succeeding because you got to tighten that lid on them, give them some discipline, and then all of a sudden they're doing things that they didn't even think they could do. And of course, they didn't think they could do it because they had no discipline. So, discipline also does not restrict your freedom. And I'll get into this in another video because I'm about up for time here. But discipline does not restrict your freedom, it brings freedom because you've got to make a law unto yourself. Otherwise, something else is going to bind a law upon you. So do you want to be the law, or do you want to subject yourself to some other law that is not, doesn't have your best interest at heart? Let's be real with you. So anyway, yeah, tough love is compassion. I hope that was helpful. Love you guys. I've got to get off, get some writing done before I go to work today. So yeah, hit me up always with any questions you have or any other topics you want to see covered. Later. Love you guys.